integrity. Please join me in welcoming our first speaker, Ternisia Hunt.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and our honored guests this evening. Character is who you are when no one else is watching. So let's think about that for a minute. Who are we really when no one else is looking? When we're not in front of our friends, our family members, neighbors, colleagues, how do we really act behind closed doors? Do we say things that we shouldn't say? Think things that we shouldn't? Now that we're all thinking about ourselves, I believe, no matter how bad you think you are or how great you think you are, there's always room for improvement. So we're going to talk about building character through integrity. So how do we do that? Well, first we have to understand what integrity is. It's really simple. Doing the right thing for the right reason, even when no one else is watching. So now that we know what integrity is, what's the next step? Well, first we have to get a set of principles or morals or rules that we believe are right, things that make us happy, things that satisfy us, and things that benefit other people. For example, it could be sticking with your responsibilities. If you decide that you want to coach a basketball team for the season, and you get halfway through, and the players aren't showing up, the parents are driving you insane, you get frustrated, you want to give up, you took on the responsibility, you got to get some renewed strength and keep going. You got to stick to your responsibilities. Another example is keeping your word. If you say you're going to do something, do it. If I tell Heather that I'm going to bring her a bag next week, I need to bring Heather that bag next week. I don't need to tell her I'm going to do something and not do it. So those are examples of rules and principles that you would come up with, and those can be taken from religious beliefs or just things that you experienced in your past. Well, after you get your set of rules and principles, what you want to do is evaluate yourself based off of those principles. Now, you don't want to beat yourself up once you start thinking, oh gosh, I'm so horrible, or whatever you want to think. But basically, this is to see exactly how far you need to go once you start your principles, basically. So once you evaluate yourself to kind of see, all right, see what I need to work on, then you need to pick a behavior that you want to change. Now, we're going to take, for example, keeping your word. So once you're thinking back and you're thinking over the past few years, and you're starting to think, well, every time I say I'm going to do something and I somehow back out of it, or I make a rush decision, so when it comes to that time, I'm not there or not committed to it, then that's the behavior that you want to change. So what you want to do, once you pick your behavior that you want to change, you want to do it. You want to make conscious decisions every day to be a better person. For instance, I'll pick on Summer this time. For instance, if you notice that you're committing to things before you even think about it and then you back out, making a conscious decision every day. For example, Summer calls me and says, hey Trish, you want to go to the mall on Saturday? Yeah, Summer, what about 5 o'clock? Sounds good. Well, hold on for just a minute, Summer. Let me check my book and let me see whether I have anything else planned before I say yes, because I don't want to say yes and then all of a sudden on Friday I back out and say, oh no, I can't go. So I'm making a conscious decision to think about what I'm doing before I commit to something. So let's recap. Building character through integrity. Knowing what integrity is. Doing the right thing for the right reason, even when no one else is watching. Then we want to get our set of principles and beliefs that we think are right, that satisfy us, make us happy, and benefit other people. And we're going to take these from religious beliefs or just experiences that we've had. Once we've got our principles and our rules and our morals together, then we want to evaluate ourselves. See how we hold up to those principles. Once we do that, we pick a behavior we want to change. What do you want to change to make yourself a better person? And once we pick that behavior, it's really simple. Just do it. Work to change that behavior. And make conscious decisions that will help you to become a better person. Now, when you do this, when you're on your road to building character, you will come across people that are going to convince you to go the other way, to go against your integrity. And you're going to have some setbacks and some failures. But that's okay. You're gonna have some setbacks because you're not perfect. But the key to integrity is to strive for perfection. So if you're faced with those type of people, then just don't get distracted. Stay focused on the goal of becoming a better person and keep going. And also, we're all unique. Each one of us in this room has a characteristic that I'd love to have and put in myself to make me an awesome person. You may see someone else that has great integrity or someone you want to be like, but it's important that you be yourself and be the best person that you possibly can be. So, to be the best person that you possibly can be. So as you build character through integrity, just stay true to yourself and be the best person you can be. Thank you.